Every single critic of Donald Trump has been dropping like flies. We know that Michael Avenatti's in jail now. Stormy Daniels ain't doing a whole lot. So I thought we should create a new game show.
You're fired!
Donald Trump is using the power of his crystal ball. He's manifesting his enemies to drop like flies. They took him off Twitter, off Facebook, off YouTube, but he's still killing them. It's time to play the Donald Trump You're Fired Award. Let's line up the losers. Our first contestant on the official Donald Trump You're Fired Award goes to Alec Baldwin and his racist wife, who are now off of Twitter. I'll read to you from Variety. Alec and Hilaria Baldwin delete Twitter accounts after their emotional rust interview. Alec Baldwin deletes his Twitter days after a shock ABC interview. And by the way, let's read what Donald Trump said about Baldwin long time ago. Trump has a crystal ball. You can't become a billionaire without forecasting. Alex Baldwin, which by the way, hilarious. He purposely ruined his name. Alex Baldwin, whose dying mediocre career was saved by his impersonation of me on SNL, now says playing Donald J. Trump was agony for him. Alex, it was only agony for those who were forced to watch your acting. Believe me, you were terrible. You were not good. You were one of the worst I've ever seen. We need to bring back Daryl Hammond, much funnier and a far greater talent. Okay? Our next contestant, Juicy Smallets. This is the African-American gay guy who used his privilege to fake a race hoax crime, saying that he was out in a polar vortex in Chicago and he said he was approached by two white guys with red hats who poured bleach on him, tied a noose around him, but left his Subway sandwich unscathed. So Juicy Smollet has now revised his excuse. It wasn't two white men with Donald Trump hats on. He thought they were white in the dark, but he now realized they were Nigerians. They're friends of his, and he claims he had a sexual relationship with the two muscle-bound Nigerians. Ugh! What's the goal of starting a race hoax crime? It's to start a race war. The radical left is always trying to start a race war. They see the world in color. Black, white, lily white. For his efforts of starting a race war, Kim Foxx, the DA in the area, radical leftist, and put in a position of power, was so corrupt, she dropped all charges against Juicy Smollet. Well, someone above Kim Foxx came in, threw her to the curb, and now they're trying Juicy. And how low is racism in the United States that Democrats have to outsource it to Nigerians just to get beat up anymore? It's unbelievable. My final contestant for the Donald Trump official This Week You're Fired award goes to Fredo Cuomo. If you don't know who Fredo is, he's the uglier one on, well, it's hard. This guy has a face that looks like a catcher's mitt, and this guy looks permanently shocked at something he just said. Chris Cuomo has been fired from CNN this week. Why was he fired? Because he pretends to be a journalist and he used his privilege to defend his brother and even get inside tips about the accusers so he could kill the story, harass the witnesses, stop his brother from getting kicked out of the mafia. Who wins this week's You're Fired Award? Is it gonna be Alec Baldwin and his racist wife who got fired from shooting someone and now they kicked themselves off Twitter? Is it Juicy Smollet and his Nigerian gay race buddies? Or is it the Cuomo Dodos? You know what? I've never done this before. This is a three-way tie. You're all fired, okay? You're never gonna work again, none of you. You're very stupid people. I tried to warn you. You think you're great. You're not great. Big league. You guys are the dumbest people I've ever seen. Juicy Smollet, you had to bring in two Nigerians just to beat your ass. I would have done it for free. So would all of my friends, believe me. You wanted to do a hoax because you didn't want to get beat up you didn't want to get beat up MAGA bad. You wanted to get beat up CNN bad. Okay? Just a little slap. And let me tell you, Alex Baldwin, you're fired, okay? You're a tie for Juicy for being stupid. And the Cuomo idiots, I sent you that ship. I said put all the people with COVID on the ship. Okay? You didn't use the ship. You shipped everyone back to the nursing homes. You killed 15,000 elderly people and you took your own stupid mother out of the nursing home because you knew what it would do. Each and every one of you. Fired for life. You're fired! Losers. You're fired!